There is the sandy car. It's normally made for people to be gathering there and sell their products. And there is already demolished. What is the motive? What is the motive in that?
Thank you so much. I'm going to start it with Brikama. When we entered Brikama, it's just a continuation. We call following the primary roads. That's our main objective for us. That's how we program ourselves. We are following the primary routes, and then we'll be going to the secondary routes. Brikama happens to be from the Westfield, and the road connects up to Mandinaba. So it's like from Sting Corner, the same road that goes to Brikama. When we enter Brikama, Brikama is far end there. Of course, Brikama, we know there are connections in Brikama. When we came up to the entrance of Brikama, where you have the petrol station, Jaoel, and we went inside the Brikama town, there by the first intersection that we had that leads us to the Garage Road. And Garage Road, and that is from the main road to the South Bank Road. The other one gets into, brings you to the hospital road. That is where you have the bank, I don't know which bank is that, Trust Bank. That connects to the hospital road. The same, we're still following routes, right? Make it very clear. The road these are roads that bring connectivity in Brikama town very easily. And first, before we went there, on that very day, Brikama happens to be only one way going. When you come in, it's terrible. From the football field, getting into that intersection called Gunjuri is a problem. So these are the roads that we are operating are only few roads. That is the road up to Gunjur Johnson, and fan back to Gunjur. The council built a bypass called the concrete road. The concrete road, we found people selling everywhere on the concrete road. It's supposed to be relieving traffic from the main road, and thereby the communication there or the movement of cars and pedestrians would be easier. But the hospital road was completely blocked. You can see it on your screens. It was called to the road, just like the one we have at Serekunda, Latkumba Road. It was also blocked, and council, we even found council put a barricade, meaning it was not for cars. For years, it's the same thing that is happening in Brikama. And our roads are not built for any other purpose other than easement of people. And, we've opened that one. When you get a GTSC, the former GPTC fence, there's this big road that goes, it gets connected to where you call Nana Johnson. I go to Brikama, Newtown. The people who know Brikama, they know what we're talking about. In between the Nana Johnson and the main highway, there was no 10. It was a big space. In those days when the GPTC bus comes from either going to Basse or whatsoever, it has a space. It has nothing to do with the road. So this space, we found people, they built, how do you call it? Permanent structures, line house, whatsoever, from the Johnson right through up to the GTSA. So the roads, some years ago, Brikama Market inside, everything was burnt to us because all the roads were sealed, and the fire brigades could not have way to go and put off the fire. So in essence, the roads that we are clearing, we're clearing for their people. One thing I'm going to make it very clear. In as much as we are deriving revenue from these poor taxpayers, we should not put their lives in danger. We should not, sell their life. We are here, this operation is to enforce and promote road safety. And whatever we're doing within the road corridor. Let anybody comes and challenge also say, this where you clear, there are no roads. And some of the roads are even being sponsored by the council. But council did the maintenance, the roads were there ever since. But council belongs to Gambia government. It's part and parcel of government. So when I say Gambia government, I am not wrong here. The purpose of the building the roads is for communication, easy, both vehicular and pedestrians. So what we are doing here, we did not skip. We did not skip. So we clearing, we did not get to any market. The people who knows market, Brikama, Where they call in market, that place used to be a garage. That is the garage, a Brikama car park. Now, Brikama car park, women came like they did in Brikama, Serekunda. They've already occupied that place. It's no more a garage. Now they have a new garage. All commercial has to get in there. Now, to our surprise, when it got to the garage, it's full of other businesses. Cars could not even come in there. And why are we clearing? Because those cars should not be parked. We should not have any pocket garage in Brikama. So that's why we went inside the garage to follow the road and make sure all kind of stalls or businesses are up there. So this is our road, this is our motive, and thank God that we've achieved what took us over there. Yes.
Mr. Manneh, we've seen that since the operation has started, your team has been trying to make sure that the road is safe and to try and remove any kind of illegal structures. So would there be enforcement? Like when the operation ends, would there be enforcement to make sure that...
The operation is here to stay. It's not ending. Meaning, even this first phase, when we said we cleared everything, doesn't mean that we're not going back to clear. So meaning the operation is ongoing. It's still going to go. It's on phase. It's the first phase. We're going to make so all roads in the Gambia, we clear all obstruction and illegal structures on the road corridor. But the enforcement, yes, is here. That's why we have follow-up teams. You've been going with the PRO and some of our commissioners to make sure those who are not complying with the rules or the laws on the ground, are being arraigned before the court. And this is what we can do. And it's here to say it's going to continue. All the regional commissioners have been taxed from their level to have this task force. That will go. Operation Clear the Roads is here to stay. And what we are doing, we're going to make sure everything that we're doing is in accordance with our laws. And that's what we are also guiding ourselves, and so that we will not be leaving the path and like the story keep changing. And we'll make sure it will not do that.
Can you please brief us what happened in Costa?
Coastal roads are somewhere in our own mapping when it comes to that. But the famous Coastal Road, that is the Sinchi Road, from the flyover, we were there today. We went there, we've all seen how Coastal Road is before even today. Even when we got there, it was a terrible thing to even pass. So we went there to clear. We understood that they have a market over there behind, and they equally have a garage. But the cars were not going to the garage. Instead, they were parking on our roads, stopping there, picking or dropping passengers. And equally, the women also, they're using our roads. Not only the road corridor, but even on the top of the pavement, we found some women selling there, which is not proper. It's not even safe for them. So we will not sit down, we will not watch, the government will not watch, say our own are executed. This is a law of this land, and we were here to execute. We were there, Coastal Road is not finished. We'll go back there and we'll make sure whatever we want, we will do on the ground. And this is where we are going. And we keep going from road to road until we finish what we're doing.
Mr. Manneh, to my surprise, malaga dara dama ko laaj ci olof mbokki naataango yi nga xam ne ñu ngi déglu si olof gis ngeen li nga xam ne muy wécceeku bu gaaw si li nga xam ne mooy Clear the Road opération bu nekk di def gis nañ ne bu njëkka dañ day wax borom bitiki ne ñoom seen veranda rek la gaay am muy seen perron rek lañ am pour teg place seen bagage muy benn ñaari bagage wala mboolem ki nga xam ne yaa ngay teg table si de borom bitik bi nangu na la si perron am pour nga toog fa mu nga toog si perron bi waaye bul wàcc si kaw yoon bi waaye tey ñu gis biir Coastal Road gis ngeen borom bitik yi nga xam ne yaa ngay wax
fuñ start mooy Sting Corner and this dinaa ko leeral shop owners yaa ngi am sa shop fi loi bi may la mooy si biir sa shop bi if you want to know li ñoo jaay pro li ngay jaay sa bitik bi sa biir sa bitik bi soo bëggee nii xam loolu ñëpp xam nañ loolu come with your board advertisement board tay ko si kaw jarul reading sax display goods yu fa nekk képp ku xam ne mu ngi romba sa bitik dina xam ne li ngay jaay li ñoo def ni waxuñ ne loolu mooy loi it depends nag the space buñ demee foofu ñu gis ne yow li ngay jaay ni xëj naa doo ko mën a génne yooyu metallic things la o yu xam ne boo ko génne dina lor ñi xam ne ñi ngi seen tànk ay yooyu noonu yooyu dinañ la wax ne nga dugal ko yëpp de sa bitik dafa sore ak yoon bi and nit ñi fu ñoo doxee fu dee sore naa ak foofu noonu dañ naa bàyyi benn ak ñaar nga teg ko sa bunta comme kuy romba dina xam ne yow li ngay jaay o li nga am fii nii boobu lañ nekk di def even from Sincona we've been doing that it depends on the type of business that you do moo tax ñu ngi wax loolu waaye suñ train bi change ñun we've already programmed ourselves we have a road map to do we have the communication is still one buñ ñëwee ñu gis ne am na ñu xam ne buñ bàyyee seen varanda bi dina indi loraange si kaw yoon bi maanaam ñiy dox am na ñu xam ne lu ñoo enu seen bopp bi dafay gudda ay yooyu noonu boobu sa peron bi bu dee gàtt na ay yooyu noonu te ci mu si kaw fu ñuy war a romba duñ ko nangu dañ naa wax ne nga dafa obstruct dem ak ñëw bi dañ naa ne nga dindi ko waaye bu gis nañ ko bu dee dafa soreyante ak fu ñuy war a dox ay yooyu noonu te sa building most of these buildings are story buildings or whatsoever ñu am bitik si kaw ni ay yooyu noonu lii nii naka sun bath or whatsoever pour lu gàtta 50 meters or something like loo xam ne mu ngi si kaw dina mun a téye naaj bi boobu si kaw loolu ñuy nekka noonu la mooy continuer ba jël di encourage people selling on the road lii yëpp pour discourage ñi bàyyi seen bitik si biir seen bitik ñëw jaay jigéen yooyu noonu am nañ marché si gannaaw so why we are saying that dañu gis xam nga ñëpp dugga si biir soppi buñ jógee gannaaw rek dañoo ñëw ñu lal loolu la ñoo wax ne ñii dugga si biir bitik yi nii génne leen ngeen dugga dem si marché parce que buñ wëñee ko sax am na ñii ñoo toppa mooy police yi buñ ñëwee ñu fekk la nga lal sa lii nii outside dañ naa yóbbu so balaa loolu ñu ñëw fekk la si moo tax ñu ngi wax jigéen ñi doo mën a jaay fii bitik bi jógal fii nga dem si marché bi borom bitik yi kenn warta jaay si kanam seen bitik yi yéen da ngeen am seen shop si kanam moomu leen ko because lu tax ñuy wax loolu am na borom bitik yoo xam ne tamit ñoom dañoo ñuy collect xaalis on these poor people meaning seen sa kanam sa bitik bi yow yaa ko moomuloo ko si kaw yoon bi la if you cannot leave them ñu jaay freely warloo jël xaalis seen loxo so that's what we are discouraging te loolu du am fo naa leer waaw jërëjëf yes